Hi everyone! Today we are going to look at 50 real English phrases that native speakers use every day, but sometimes you cannot find them in the textbooks. So, if you want to speak English fluently, learning grammar is not enough. You always need to learn the real phrases that native speakers use in everyday conversations. Many English textbooks teach formal sentences like, "How are you today? I'm very well, thank you." But in real life, native speakers say things like, "How's it going? Not bad." In this lesson, you will learn 50 real English phrases native speakers use every day. So these common English phrases will help you sound more natural, understand native speakers, and improve your daily English conversations. Try to repeat the phrases out loud and imagine the situation where you would use the phrases. Natural reactions. These phrases are very common when responding to someone. "No worries," "no problem," "sounds good." "That works for me." "Fair enough." "Good point." "Exactly." "I know, right?" "That makes sense." For example, your friend may say, "Oh, this restaurant is really good." And you can respond, "I know, right?" Talking about plans. Native speakers often use these casual phrases when making plans. "I'm down." "Count me in." "I'll pass." "Maybe next time." "Let me check." "I'll get back to you." "Let's play it by ear." "I'm on my way." "Give me a minute." "Just a sec." For example, your friend says, "Do you want to grab coffee?" And you respond, "Sure, I'm down." But how about situations when you don't really understand? Then you need to use the following phrases. "What do you mean?" "I'm not sure I follow." "Can you walk me through it?" "Could you say that again?" "What was that?" For example, if your teacher says, "First you need to submit the report online," and you don't really understand what that means, you can say, "Sorry, could you say that again?" Casual conversation starters. You can't often hear native speakers say, "How are you?" in full conversations. Instead, they say, "How's it going? What's up?" "Not much." "Same old, same old." "Long time no see." For example, friend says, "What's up?" And you respond, "Not much." Talking about feelings. "I'm exhausted." "I'm starving." "I'm freezing." "I'm swamped." "I'm stressed out." For example, if your coworker says, "How's your work today?" you can just say, "I'm swamped." Talking about situations. So the next phrases are very common in daily life. "It depends." "It happens." "That figures." "Go for it." "Why not?" For example, if your friend is looking for a job and they ask you, "Should I apply for the job?" you should just say, "Go for it." And of course, you need to know how to encourage someone in English. So these phrases are very useful. "Take care." "Hang in there." "You got this." "Good for you." "That's awesome." Example. If your friend says, "I finally finished my project," you should say, "That's awesome." And you should also know how to end conversations naturally. So these phrases are very common when you say goodbye. "Catch you later." "Talk soon." "See you around." "Keep me posted." "Let me know." For example, your friend may say, "Oh, I'll tell you if I get the job." And you say, "Great, keep me posted." There is one final advice for English learners. If you want to speak English like a native speaker, don't only study grammar. Learn real phrases that people use in everyday conversations. So a great way to practice is to repeat these phrases out loud. Listen for them in movies and TV shows and try using them in real conversations. The more you practice these natural English expressions, the more fluent and confident your English will become.